Let's see here. So perhaps if I do indeed want to be able to go ahead and bring maybe life that has something a little higher than just invertebrates to my thriving and growing little planet, then we might actually need to go ahead and try filling out all of the different variants and seeing how little worm here, who really doesn't have any particular kind of name at the moment, well, we can't unlock a swamp, but maybe we can go ahead and feed this worm a bulrush plant, and that might make it so that we can welcome some interesting new research. Can I put the bulrushes in here? No, only over here. Well, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Oh my gosh. I love this! I love being able to put down the new plants, even gathering up the ladybug poo. And I also have to say, it feels a little bit like there's more ladybugs than I remember. And I also think it's really funny how they love the swamp. Now that I think of it, where do ladybugs love to live the most? I've never really thought about that. Like, if you went and you were searching for ladybugs in the world, like a huge population of them, where would you go? Also, is it just plain dirt that... No, okay, so you can't grow the turnips. Actually, to the journal! Okay. And plant section, the beautiful, pretty little leaves, don't mind me. And then tubers and greens. We don't have it. We don't have any information about the turnips yet. That makes sense. Well. But hello, everyone, and welcome back to our demo of Critter Garden. Believe it or not, we still have, like, more that we're able to do. I am so tickled that it's, like, still just the little demo dash of checking out what might be available here, and we're still just chugging along, mostly having a grand time, so I think at least. But I do need to note that it does have its challenges from time to time, like having to understand that, you know, certain sacrifices might need to be made among our community in order to watch it grow and thrive, like the fact that the family trees have been eating each other. But I mean, I guess at some point you just have to let them be free, right? I don't want to be a helicopter planetary xenobiologist parent, I suppose. But also, I don't know if you're supposed to let your kids eat each other, so I'm really glad I'm not a Tasmanian devil and having to reflect on that, or a great white shark. Anyway, let's move away from eating the family trees, and instead, let's take a little peek at what we can do for worm here. Bringing over one of the fully grown bulrush. Have we... Oh, we haven't even analyzed the bulrush yet. Ooh, and that gave me another research point. Can I spend it on poop? Which sounds really weird, but I desperately need to be able to, like, gain more ability to do compost. Okay, we can't do that yet, but we do the butcher jack. Oh no! I guess. Okay, look, I just remembered we might need a snail shell, so you know what? I'm gonna put the research point in that, just because if I have to swing it at somebody, I just want to be fast about it. But we're not going to think about that either. Oh, geez, this is all taking a very dark turn for, like, everything. So let's see. Variant requirement. Oh, I wonder if because this is a variant, it can't actually turn into other variants. I don't have that many bulrush, so I want to be careful on this experiment. But that's so interesting. So once you have a variant with these worms, it looks like they'll stay that variant permanently, which is really good to know for the future. Also, sorry, little slimes. But that's really good to know for the future when we might want to, like, make sure... Wait. Are there variants of the slimes? There are variants of the slimes! Where's Moss Cube? We can feed Moss Cube! Moss Cube, are you... Please tell me you're still around, Moss Cube. But we could feed Moss Cube a poppy, and then I completely forgot about getting slimy variants. Moss Cube? Moss Cube? You know, the slime that I gave all of the... Moss Cube, I'm sure you're just... I guess it would be Mosspen, actually. Mosspen was the last one. The last slime left from the original group of slimes. Hello? 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 Oh no! Oh my gosh, I think Moss Cube's gone, you guys. I think Moss Cube might be gone. Here's Earth Cube, who can eat the mushrooms. I guess I need to get more mushrooms. Wait, can't grow on the surface from our mushrooms? Oh, I had the wrong thing. I see. All right, we got to get some more mushrooms down as well to like help out the feeding of the slimes or the snails. Oh my gosh. It's just quite the chaos. And actually, let's get more daisies down to feed the worms too. My goodness gracious. There's just like not enough room where I need there to be room. All right, let's see. And let me get the daisies down while we have the rain. I love defaulting to the joys of paying attention to those cycles of the weather that I learned back in my very early days in the Harvest of the Moons. Because, let's see, and then where's a snail? Here you go, have a mushroom. But I like kind of like defaulting back to that a little bit because I loved the rainy days because it felt like I could finally go do something other than just water my crops in a loop. And if you want to be really generous, that did teach young Seri how to go ahead and not min-max life, just like every other life lesson, like school and academics and like youth activities and everything else were teaching me. No. Maybe we could look at it with some rose-colored retroactive glasses and say it was teaching me the value of appreciating the moment. When it rains, it pours, and you can just go ahead and let, you know, the sky water your plants for you and enjoy life elsewhere. But anyway, that sucks. The rain just stopped. That's so funny. I feel like I was just told like, hey, yeah, so about that, pay attention to the rain. Fine. Okay, so to get the snails to breed, you need to feed them the brown mushrooms, which are currently growing. I feel like sad because I think Moss Cube's gone, guys. But we still have Maple Mush, who's getting hungrier. Does need to eat some slimes. I want to get Maple Mush a friend. I also think we need to feed one of our slimes a poppy. I suppose now we just need to find the next eldest slime. And there's a 6-hour-old slime. Here's a 5-day-old slime. 3-day-old slime. My fields are looking a little bit 5-day-old slime. I guess the 6-day-old slime... I'm running low on slimes! Heck! I guess now I should just let my slimes kind of roam free a little, like a little freer. Because the only, like really the highest population of slimes we have left is up here. So I'm gonna let them kind of be free. Oh, that's right, and now we can actually buy gates and fences. And in theory, I have this lure, but it didn't, I didn't seem to be able to lure anybody around. However, we'll keep an eye on that too. And I guess we should stay focused. And I guess I could go ahead and give our little mushroom friend more space too. Did I literally just say stay focused? Me? I feel like I hurt something. Is that your funny bone? Is that like... Is that when you are laughing at your own funny bone exploding? But let's go ahead and gather these up. And oh, maybe I could put a whole bunch of mushrooms over here. That might be adorably thematic. And then let me get the little hoe down. And I do like sometimes when you harvest things, you end up with these dry patches. I thought that was really like, oh no, at first, but you get so much of the compost that you need from those little patches. And that's really helpful for being able to turn around and go ahead and give our little mushroom friend, like we'll put a little hive over here. I don't know if a mushroom would appreciate a hive, but I know it would appreciate some logs, I think. And then we'll even give it a little bit of variety, a few poppies here and there. And then a few of the daisies. And I'll be sure to water these in a minute. But I do want to put down a bunch of mushrooms. Somehow I ended up making a mushroom habitat right after I said let's stay focused. But I think getting our little mushroom friend a partner would be a good idea. And when the sun comes up so I can see, naming one of our slimes, like feeding it a poppy so it becomes one of the variants that'll stick around. And then like naming it would be a good idea. So where's my phylinology, which is like such a cool phenology, I think would be the proper way to say it. I gotta look that up. I actually printed out that article I told you guys about from the research publication Nature. I printed the article out to do more reading about the development and use case scenarios of these kinds of evolutionary trees, just because I thought that was so fascinating. All right, so is that a slime that actually turns into that variant? It is! When you have enough slimes and then you feed it some mushrooms. I wonder if I could attract a slime in here with a little lure, and then that would work out okay, but I'd have to feed it some mushrooms fast because they eat slimes. Actually, I feel like I need to get my slimes having more slime babies. And I guess we'll just have to say that the chosen slime is just going to be the poppy slime, since I think Moss Cube is one of these globs. Let's see. And then Moss Cube, are you doing okay on hunger? I like how I can gather up some of the like slime goop to just try a little bit at making sure those who need to eat this can. All right. So let's see. More slime babies? Hey! So here we have a brand new slime baby, and it is ready for a poppy, I think. And so if you can eat this poppy in time, you might get to... Look at how cute it is! There you go, little friend. You'll get a few of those little pieces. I'll give you the name Poppy Seed. There we go. That's a cute name. I kind of really want... All of a sudden, out of the blue, possibly because I had a little sip of coffee before this, I want to play our Ranch to Riches challenge again, and I want to dive in and name a horse Poppy Seed. Where that urge came from, no idea. No idea. Other than joy and having a good time. Let's see, we'll do these. And it looks like we're about to lose some of our tall grass. All right, I feel a little more confident in feeding enough of our slimes now. Whoa! Poppy seed! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Ah! I need to stop getting attached. What's the point? Oh my gosh! No, Poppy seed the second. Already? Already? I mean, if you could eat this here. Look, come this way. Will you come this way? How do you na 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 da 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 da. Okay, I'm not sure how we can actually use the lure. I think at this point it might just be easier just to grab the slime and go, go, go. But we lost another one, friends, before I could go ahead and try to go and bring it over here. But let me... Oh, I haven't analyzed the slime like residue yet either. Oh, I love how there's so many different things that you can go ahead and do your research on. Poppy seed, you're kind of over here. I, you know what? At this phase, little mush friend, Maple Mush, at this point, I'm kind of keeping you isolated out of the hope to just keep you alive. Um, but I guess I should I mean, and they also do they attack slimes? But I don't have any slimes left that I have any kind of emotional attachment to. So, all right, look, I'm just gonna open this up now. And if we can manage to get emotionally attached to some of the slimes before they get nommed, then we'll pivot. But for now, we have this slime, 6 days old. I think if I feed it 2 of... There we go! And now we have another mushroom, shroom friend. So now, if I can go ahead and feed this one some of the slime residue, there's no mutations down the sentient fungi tree, it seems. However, there are variants, like worms and snails. And some of my worms are ready to have worm babies. You know what? This is where the gloves are coming off. Nature's gonna start taking some course on its own. And we might end up being surprised. How can I allow genetic variation, mutations, the unexpected delights that occur when genetics go absolutely wild if I don't step back and just kind of allow this to happen more? This is why I should let my wobble dogs possibly just like wobble around and breed at their own pace, because you never know what you might get, I suppose. But now we have that shroom, and it has eaten a slime. And this one has 2. So Maple Mush, you're the only one alive at the moment. And I gotta figure out where we're gonna go from there then. Now I feel like we've got like Predator music playing, and is this where the chaos just takes off? Is this where I just back up and I just say like, go wild, go wild. Take what you will, eat what you will, breed how you will. And is this where I have to chase after? Well, I think I was actually not trying to make a mushroom. I was trying to remember how to make a worm, and it's the daisies. Whoops. Because I think, is this the point where to get the shroom variants, I might need to grab a worm and close my eyes? But I wonder how far, you know what, let's see how far we can go, letting nature take its course before everybody just starts like chomping down and on each other, or they have to have me join in. And like, for instance, how many worms can you have? Maybe the worms, it's self-correcting! Yes, no! Oh, sad. We lost one of our OG worms, but now I at least can take this mushroom and we have a little cute variant. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, apparently the worms also will eat the bulrushes and get another variant. Here we go. I have become a level 8 gardener with blueberry and apple seeds. Okay, that's definitely wonderful, and I'm really happy about that. And I am beginning to realize, apparently, it's definitely like there's a lot of competition amongst our little world here on if certain members of our community feel that it's getting crowded, they'll self-correct on their own. And then that kind of helps me a little bit with feeling less guilty when things start going cattywampus. Also, I'm turning into a pretty good intergalactic gardener, if you do say so myself. Kind of making me feel prepared for some vivas of some piñatas at some point, which I'm just amazed at how inspired I am to do so many different things because of this. The worm self-corrected. So I guess that means, oh, the fungi! They had a fungi ling? Yay! And now if we can feed this one a snail, apparently we'll end up with a variant. So if I don't want to have to become the axe butcherer, then the answer is to let them just get really antsy about being competitive, which means if I grab a bunch of these mushrooms and start feeding my snails and let them have enough snail babies, then this problem begins to solve itself without me technically dirtying my hands, even though that feels kind of like, you know, potato patata at that point. But I'm beginning to think this is how you end up with like a little fantasy god being like, oh no, I really want to see what happens if I can like evolve these creatures into something new, but I feel so guilty. And you just kind of end up trying to create all sorts of rules to get your little community to follow, so that there we go, they can take care of the problems for you. And then let's get some tall grass over here. You can tell I've been thinking about world building, storytelling, writing with that statement, by the way. And I'm beginning to understand why it's nice to have that shovel upgrade too. Wow, that also unlocked yet another one of those childhood memories. Shovel upgrades. Viva Pinata. There's a lot that I'm inspired to do lately. And I just remembered, apparently we can work our way up to beavers. Oh, we're doing this.